Hello, fellow humans in training, fellow humans in healing. Welcome to my video on the game of life. Isn't it interesting how, as an athlete, we always focus on preparation and conditioning, and yet I find it so curious that most people go through life, they work hard, and they hope for the best. Now, can you imagine the game plan for a coach in a professional league to say, okay, guys, we're not sure what the purpose of the game is. We don't have a game plan. We don't know anything about the competition. Let's just work hard and see what happens. They wouldn't be a coach for very long, would they? So, about becoming a student of the game of life is understanding what is the purpose, how does life work so that I can work in alignment with the purpose and the game plan. To understand that life already has a system in place. So many people go through life trying to impose their will, that life is a blank canvas and they're going to create whatever they want. And yet they get feedback from life that there's something bigger going on. I like to ask people, have you had enough coincidences yet in your life where you've seen the going, hey, wait a minute, I thought this was going on, but it's sort of like so many things happen at the same time in a synchronistic way that you're going, wait a minute, there's something bigger going on here that's got my attention that I need to check it out. And then we go back to life and living life the way it was. We get real busy, and then all of a sudden, boom, life gets our attention again. Then we see these synchronistic events. We see these, coincidences happening more and more and more. Yet they were always there. Now we're just aware of them. And as we become more aware of them, we begin to feel this harmony and this synchronicity. And all of a sudden we feel this alignment that life is happening with us and we're in this divine flow. Now, as an athlete, I always heard my performance was 80% mental. Now, after brain surgery, hey, you start to think a little different. So I remember one time skating up to my coach and saying, hey, coach, if our performance is 80% mental, why do we spend 2 hours every single day specifically and systematically developing 20% of the outcome while we ignore 80% of the results? See, that didn't make any sense to me. Now, in the game of life, if we're spiritual and creative beings and we're here for a spiritual purpose, the conscious union of soul and spirit, doesn't it make sense to prepare and condition ourselves specifically and systematically on a daily basis? Now, sometimes when we think of that, we think of through prayer and through meditation, which are beautiful practices to connect to our soul and to our higher self. And at the same time, then how do we bring that into daily life to make every thought a prayer, to make every moment our meditation by actually connecting and seeing God in everyone and everything? And as we exercise these muscles, just like the physical muscles, the same principles apply to the spiritual muscles. And then we begin to prepare, to condition, and to play the game of life the way it is intended. And then it gets easy. Then we get into that flow. Just like an athlete, you experience that effortless flow. And I want every one of you to experience that effortless flow in life. So try this as an experiment. Give your love and trust life. See that life knows what it's doing. You're going to trust it and you're going to connect and you're going to prepare and you are open to whatever life has in store for you. And you'll find beautiful, great things that you could never have come up with yourself. So thank you, fellow humans in training, humans in healing. Hope you enjoyed the video. Look forward to your comments and feedback, and we'll talk to you soon.